You're about to discover the terrifying truth about commercial dog food that's linked to the deaths of thousands of dogs across the US, UK, Canada and Australia every single day. Many world-famous doctors of veterinary medicine and published dog care experts universally agree any dog that eats commercial dog food is at a much higher risk of dying prematurely, and by the time symptoms are noticeable, it's often too late to prevent an agonizing death except by lethal injection. See their shocking, research-supported warnings and solutions in this presentation. Also in this report, I show you a simple solution proven to increase the lifespan of your dog by up to 134% and save you up to $10,000 over the lifetime of your dog. If you don't make drastic but simple changes to the way you feed your dog beginning today, your dog is at an alarmingly high risk of suffering an early and painful death. I sometimes get accused of using scare tactics, but have you ever had a dog that died of cancer or some other disease? If not, I'm sure you know several people that have. Is that normal? Yes, nowadays it is normal, but that's not the right question. The right question is that natural? The answer to that question is no, and science has proven it. A study called Theories of Aging, published in the Veterinary Clinics of North America Small Animal Practice scientific journal, proved the potential lifespan of your dog is 27 years. My dog only made it to 4. He was incredibly happy, exercised daily, and very healthy. Or so I thought. But I later discovered I had poisoned him because I believed the lies told to me by the dog food companies I bought his food from. The very same companies you buy from, and those same lies are still told to you every single day. My dog is gone, yet it's not too late for you no matter what age your dog is, but only if you discover what you must do and act now. The clock started ticking long before you arrived at this page, so I beg you, pay close attention. Right now, I'm going to expose why the commercial dog food you trust is shamefully killing your dog, and step by step, what you must do to prevent it. My team has researched commercially available dog food thoroughly, and very few brands are worthy of your dog. Well known does not equal healthy. The widespread disease and death of dogs from nutritionally inadequate and poison-laden commercial dog food is no secret in the world of vets and dog experts. Leading dog author Anne Martin says most commercial pet foods are garbage. World-famous doctor of veterinary medicine Dr. Alfred Plechner says long-term effects of a commercial diet is dogs become biochemical cripples with no resistance to disease. And author Deborah Lynn Dadd says it is illegal to label a dog food as healthy and complete even when lacking in close to 30 essential nutrients. So if you love your dog, drop everything, bolt the door and take the phone off the hook, because this story is the wake-up call that saves the life of your own beloved canine. I pray you have not seen the following symptoms in your dog, because the death of your dog looks like this. Slowly, I began to notice something unusual about my dog Noble. He didn't have the same bounce to his step that he was famous for. At times, he even seemed reluctant to go for our regular exercise, which was always the highlight of his day. I dismissed it as him feeling a bit off or maybe a touch of laziness, but it didn't pass. In fact, he got worse and then worse still. I eventually took him to the local vet and was told his kidneys were failing. Soon, he would be dead. Dead, as in gone, forever. But he's so young, so strong, so happy. I don't understand. How could this be right? Devastated, with tears welled in my eyes, I choked back the urge to cry and listened for my vet's response. Andrew, I'm sorry to tell you, but Noble is dying. The preservatives found in the commercial dog food you feed him have destroyed his kidneys. He'll be dead in 3 weeks, maybe 4, and it's too late to prevent it. You see, the major dog food companies fill their processed food with preservatives to increase its shelf life and maximize their profits. They know these preservatives kill millions of pets every single year, but without them, their profits would not be as large, and that's the bottom line. Andrew, Noble is dying for the sake of fattening company profits. I later discovered through my own research, preservatives are not the only reason dog food kills dogs. More on that soon. You'll be outraged. 4 weeks later, Noble passed away in my arms from a lethal injection at 3:46 on a Wednesday afternoon. Still, the saddest day of my life. An innocent victim of dog food negligence. Please, don't let this tragic story become your own. I've spent the past 7 years researching the truth about commercial dog food and proper canine health and nutrition. I've interviewed vets, dog experts and dog owners from all over the world. This is the terrifying truth I discovered. Commercial dog food contains at least 6 dangerous chemicals banned from human foods because they cause kidney cancer, bladder cancer, skin cancer, stomach cancer, spleen cancer, leukemia, liver dysfunction, major organ failure, immune system collapse, severe allergic reaction, birth defects, blindness, chronic diarrhea, hair loss, and behavior problems including increased aggressiveness. Very dangerous if your dog is around children. And if you think, like I did, that buying foods are labelled as chemical and preservative free makes them safe, think again. It's just more lies. Vet Dr. Henry Pasternak says an analysis of several pet foods labelled chemical free or all natural ingredients found synthetic antioxidants in all samples. He goes on to say, the most powerful and most toxic preservative, called ethoxyquin, linked to cancers, allergies and immune system collapse, is not listed in the ingredients label because pet food companies don't have to let you know about dangerous chemicals added before they receive the raw product. That's right, pet food companies have these dangerous preservatives added before they receive the raw products to exploit a legal loophole. Best-selling pet care author Anne Martin adds, before these materials used for pet food are shipped from the slaughterhouse to the rendering plant, the byproduct is denatured. This means that crude carbolic acid, Cresselit disinfectant and citronella is sprayed on the product. The bottom line is, pet foods labelled as chemical and preservative free are actually chock full of deadly poisons. There's another dirty trick they pull on us and our dogs. Prepare to be horrified. Your dog's food contains dead pets killed by lethal injection, mostly cats and dogs. The city of Los Angeles alone, for example, sends some 200 tons of euthanized cats and dogs to a pet food plant every month. The true horror is the drug used to kill these stray and abandoned animals, called sodium pentobarbital, is not broken down by the manufacturing process and is still present in active form in your dog's food. Leading dog author Anne Martin discovered, some veterinarians and animal advocates have known about the danger of sodium pentobarbital residue in commercial pet food, yet the danger has not been alleviated. And she continues to say, the euthanized pets are thrown into the rendering vats still with their collars, ID tags and plastic bags they arrived in. And dog food companies don't stop with pets. Your dog is also eating euthanized animals from zoos, animal control and putrid, decaying roadkill scraped off the road with a shovel. Can it get any worse than that? Well, how about this? All of these dead animals and other ghastly materials are processed until the portion left over for dog food production is a brown powder which consists of 25% fecal matter. Yes, 25% animal crap. Does any of this sound like the actions of someone that respects you and your dog? Do you still trust the dog food ads featuring smiling vets and dog breeders telling you the food they represent is everything your dog needs? The truth is, pet food is a $13 billion ultra-competitive industry. It's dominated by gigantic companies with thousands of shareholders. They care about share prices and profits first and foremost, not your dog. If you continue to feed your dog exclusively on commercial pet food, you are dooming them to a painful, traumatic death, an innocent death. And now that you know the truth, you too can be held responsible if you do nothing about it. Here's the simple 3-step solution. Step 1. Stop using commercial dog food as your dog's only or main source of food. This step is the most important and you should make the change in the next couple of days. But you can't make this change unless you have a good alternative plan in place. I can show you a proven alternative plan. It's much easier than you think and much cheaper than you're spending now. I'll get to that very soon. Step 2. Learn how to read commercial dog food labels because there will be times when you still want to use it. But this is what you're up against. The Grocery Manufacturers of America, the National Food Processors Association, and the Pet Food Institute join together and lobby against the FDA to keep the labeling terms used as confusing and misleading as possible. They have to, because if dog owners like us really knew what was in these commercial foods, we'd stop buying them today. I learned how to decipher their deliberate double talk, and I'll show you how to understand it too. By the way, I paid a professional field researcher $1,500 to find the 10 very best ultra-healthy commercial dog foods available in all of North America. Using my strict dog food ratings criteria, I was shocked when she could only find 9 that actually met the super high standards I expect, proving the state of commercial dog food is worse than even I thought it was. I call the report of these 9 brands my guilt crusher because for the first time ever, I can feed my dog commercial dog food with zero guilt or worry about what it's doing to his body. And now also, for the first time, I'm willing to share it with other dog owners. I'll tell you more about that in a while. Step 3. Get some healthy, well-balanced dog food recipes and start feeding your dog homemade dog food. I have a huge collection I'm happy to share with you. It's very easy if you know how to cook specifically for dogs. Just cook a large batch, freeze it, and it can be eaten over several weeks. That's what I do. But be sure you have a good source of recipes written especially for dogs because they have very specific requirements different to humans. I can show you how to easily complete each of these 3 steps and much more. Here's how. I'd like to introduce the one-of-a-kind step-by-step survival guide that makes your dog live a longer, healthier life, so you enjoy up to 8.3 more years of happiness and companionship than is statistically predicted. Dog Food Secrets now in its 4th edition. The 4th edition has just been released, and inside you'll find 35 all-new, healthier and easier to make recipes. All main meal dishes are flour, salt, sugar, butter and cream free. Every recipe has feeding recommendations for toy, small, medium, large and extra large dogs. There is a calorie count included for every recipe, a sodium count included for every recipe, and we've also added 5 completely new must-have books and guides to the Gold Pack, including a canine homemade supplement guide, a puppy feeding guide, a diet changeover guide, and more. And yes, if you're wondering, it has been documented if you exclusively use canine-specific, well-balanced, calorie-controlled homemade recipes exactly like you find in this book, and follow the same principles of nutrition and calorie control I show you, dogs live up to 134% longer than the average for their breed. Wendy and Jack Vollard are well-known and respected 30-year dog breeding and training veterans. Wendy writes about how her dogs live to an amazing old age through proper diet. We've made our own food for well over 30 years now. Whereas the normal lifespan of a Newfoundland is 6.7 years, our dogs live up until 15 years of age. That's an increase of 134%, or more than double the average age. In Dog Food Secrets, I show how you too can get the same amazing results. Hear what other dog owners are already saying about Dog Food Secrets. Dr. David Huddleston Smith says, "Thank you so very much for doing what no vet would take the time to investigate and recommend to me, other than to put her down. I have switched her over to home-cooked meals as outlined in Dog Food Secrets, and she no longer has loose, foul-smelling stools, and her skin is almost totally back to normal in less than 1 month." Justin Cole says, "After only 1 month of following your advice, my dog already looks and behaves 5 years younger." Cassie Overton says, "Now I can find the best quality dog foods in 3 minutes without frustration." Darlene Christchurch says, "Maxine has lost 8 pounds in 5 weeks. She looks better, smells better, and behaves better." Mercedes says, "Not only has Allie lost a lot of weight and happier, Panda loves the food and licks the bowl when finished. Their feces are not as smelly, smaller, and drier, and their coats are really shiny and moist." If you're ready to order, or even if you just want to take a look at the order page to see the high value bonuses you get when you order today, just click the button below that says Add to Cart Now. Betty and David White say, "Every time we bring them to the vet, she is amazed at what good shape they're in and also how clean they are. I tell her it's their diet. I only wish I had your book a few years ago for my German Shepherd dog. I know it would have helped her too." Michelle Schroeder says, "Unfortunately, his joints are feeling so much better that he feels the need to jump the fence again. We were amazed to see him not only jump the fence, but clear it by a foot." Mary Sutter says, The girls like homemade much better than store-bought. Plus, it saves tons of money and I know what they are eating. Dr. Hugo and Joanna say, the only biscuits she eats are the ones we bake ourselves using the great Dog Food Secrets recipes. We are so impressed with the inside info and vast selection of tasty and nutritious recipes that we have even created our own small website. Pat says, I thank God I was able to get your information in Dog Food Secrets. Snick has had an ear infection for 2 months, but since I've been giving him good food, no more ear infections. Okay, let's wrap this up. What's it going to cost? Let me start by telling you what it's cost me to develop Dog Food Secrets in its 4th edition. I have several full-time writers, researchers and web technicians on the team now, and it costs me a lot of money. I've personally spent thousands of hours of my own time, and I've spent thousands of dollars on ingredients, testing recipes on my own dog. If paying myself a minimum wage of $5.15, I calculated the total cost to me has been $12,583.78. And Dog Food Secrets 4th edition is still the same price as it was in the 1st edition, even though it's now a much better book. But the price isn't $197, it isn't $127, it isn't $97, it isn't $77, it isn't even $67. It's just $57. But while this video is still online, which may only be until the end of today, you can get your copy for only $27. Plus, if you act now, you also get these 2 amazing bonuses free. But before I tell you about those, I want to let you know we wish for your children and grandchildren to inherit a healthy planet that can sustain them. Yes, our mission is to give your dog the best life possible, but without doing harm to any of nature's creatures, including trees. For that reason, all our products are downloadable. We call it information without desecration. I've done the calculations, and our decision has so far saved the lives of 117 adult trees. It's the information that's going to save your dog's life, not the paper it's written on. I hope you can share and understand our passion to do good without doing harm. Now, about those 2 bonuses. The Canine Diet Changeover Guide. Surprisingly, changing to a healthier diet can wreak havoc on your dog's tummy. But done correctly, like you discover in this guide, your dog will be smiling on the inside as well as on the outside without a single gastric detonation on the living room floor. After personally mentoring many friends and family on how to feed their dogs correctly, I was dismayed to see so many of them having explosive digestive problems despite changing to a much healthier diet. I could see something was missing from our advice, so through much trial and error, we developed the Canine Diet Changeover Guide. It's valued at $27, but you get your copy free when you order today. And the other free bonus is 23 Doggy Treats Recipe Book. We all love snacks and so do our dogs, but unfortunately, most owners share their human snacks, which leads to canine disease and obesity. I painstakingly sorted and tested hundreds of recipes to find the 23 best doggy health snacks for your dog. Some of the great uses of these doggy treats my readers tell me they have found include tiding your dog over until dinner time, showing appreciation for your dog's good behavior, rewarding your dog for learning a new trick or specific behavior, rewarding your dog for repeating a trick or specific behavior. When you go on picnics or long walks, I often stuff 1 or 2 in my pocket. When you're eating junk food and your dog is giving you those, oh, what about me eyes, as a dessert to a main meal, and when you just want to show your dog you love them. It was created to be sold by itself for $23, but because you're still one of the very first people to read Dog Food Secrets 4th edition, I decided to include it as a free bonus for a limited time. Vivian Peterson says, Andrew, your dog snack recipes are awesome because I can whip up a batch during a study break and they last for days. Best part is, I control exactly what goes into them, including how much fat and sugar. Knowing that is actually quite empowering. No one else is providing the same quality recipes and feeding advice we are. Not even close. Our competitors are just reselling you the same older, unhealthy, and dangerously unbalanced recipes found online. We are the only company that designs unique recipes specifically for dogs, tests them on our own dogs, and then provides specific direction on serving sizes for 5 different dog sizes, calorie breakdown, sodium content, and more. Simply, No one else is putting in as much time and effort into improving the health and life of your dog as we are. Plus, we've been doing it now for over 7 years. In fact, we just spent the past 10 months developing and testing 35 new and ultra-healthy dog food recipes. Take a look. These are the meat and vegetable broths. These are the puppy food. These are the crumbly cookies. And here are the main course dishes. Also in Dog Food Secrets, discover which 3 deadly, cancer-causing, organ-damaging preservatives to look for. The 4% rules. Without this information I show you, you are tricked into buying inferior crap which doesn't contain what you've been led to believe it does. Discover the disgraceful truth about dog foods labelled as premium, super premium, and even ultra premium or gourmet. Find out what the terms natural and organic really mean when you see them on dog food packaging. It's a heartless trick. And I teach you one small word that makes the difference between your dog eating dead pets, roadkill, and diseased animals or not. Witness the dog food industry's sinister protein scam exposed with all its ugliness and learn how to detect it within 3 seconds of picking up a can or bag. Instantly become an expert in dog nutritional requirements with my simple to follow guide to the 6 major food components essential for dog health. Know in 1 second how many calories your dog should be eating every day with my at a glance body weight calorie chart. Plus, use the varying needs calorie chart to quickly calculate the perfect portion for your dog if you have colder than usual winters, hotter than usual summers, your dog is still a pup, or your dog is overweight. Discover exactly how to calculate calorie requirement for your dog for maximum health across many different activity levels and ages. Discover nature's power sources for all the essential nutrients, vitamins and minerals, and use the 20 deadliest human foods list to stop yourself from killing your dog with kindness. While a correct diet is the most powerful tool you have to increase your dog's health and lifespan, you can do even better. Know the perfect body temperature, heartbeat, and respiration ranges for your dog and how to check them. This is a vitally important skill because unlike a human, a dog can't tell you when he or she is feeling sick. Discover which common, simple procedure performed by your vet is guaranteed to increase the lifespan of your animal 100% of the time. Realize the 5 vaccinations your dog must have and exactly when they should be given. Discover the 2-step process to preventing and treating heartworm. Understand the 2 yearly tests your dog must have to detect the 4 different intestinal worms. Follow my simple 5-part system checklist to detect gum disease. 70% of dogs have preventable gum disease by age 4 thanks to commercial dog food. Learn my 4 super simple steps to a well-groomed dog. Discover how to assemble your own life-saving doggy first aid with this list of 13 essential first aid items especially for dogs. To ensure your new family member feels at home from day one, use this list of the 8 must-have items for a new dog. Here are just a few of the benefits you'll experience by feeding your dog the right way. Your dog lives up to 8.3 years longer. It's actually been documented. Your dog looks and feels much healthier. If you follow the calorie recommendations I make, your dog is a perfect, slim and attractive weight. Your dog is healthier and you save a fortune on vet bills. Your dog absolutely loves the meals you cook and loves you more than ever before for making them. Your dog's teeth are much cleaner and his breath smells much better. Your dog passes up to 80% less gas. Smaller, less stinky poos means cleaning up after your dog is no longer a revolting stomach turner. No artificial additives means your dog is more obedient, friendlier and safer around children. You save money, lots of money. You aren't giving $1,500 every year to companies that lie to your face, take your money and then give you poisonous food they know is killing your dog. And you can add the single most important ingredient that is only possible in homemade food: your love. To get started, just click the button below this video that says Add to Cart now. If you're still not sure, take a look at some of the 2,716 comments I have in my blog from happy dog owning customers just like you. Don Miller says, "Thank you for your information. Go on TV and spread the word." Dawn Flan says, "Thank you, Andrew, for all this useful information." Barb Tatlin says, "His fat pouch around his tummy and the couple small fat lumps around his sides have already disappeared. Amazing." Dina Herrera says, "I love what you have shown to us, and I promise I will follow it." Gary Rawson says, "We bought your books and they are great." Eleanor Horgan says, just made the Tuna Supreme recipe for my 8-month-old German Shepherd Prince. He loved it, and it was so easy to make. I also survey all my customers, and this is what they had to say. Nicole Leung said, Dog Food Secrets is a powerful book with a wealth of knowledge for you and your companion. This is a must-have book for a better life for your dog. Rebecca Chisholm says, our new puppy is thriving on all the great puppy recipes. All vet checks have shown that she is extremely healthy with excellent liver and kidney functions. I believe that using these recipes and not commercial dog food is why she is doing so well. Priscilla Forsyth says, I was worried about feeding a young, fast-growing puppy a natural diet without accurate information on protein, carbohydrates, etc., which I found from you, so many thanks. Omar Atiba says, I thank Andy and his team for offering a good product with lots of different recipes for healthy dog food and treats so I can please my dog. Joanne Freeman says, my dog was losing her hair and had patches of dry skin. I have been feeding her food from the recipes and Dog Food Secrets, and everyone has noticed the difference in her lush coat. Here are a few more quick ones. This package covers all the bases. Keep up the good work. He absolutely loves the food. I am very happy to have purchased. This set of books was a big eye-opener. I find these books to be very helpful. Dog Food Secrets is a must-read. It helped me a lot. Thank you so much, Andy, for this wonderful information. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds more comments just like these. You are covered by a full 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So this is what I recommend you do. Get your copy of Dog Food Secrets now. If you aren't completely satisfied with the info you find inside, you can contact me for a full refund. It's a very simple process. I know this can add years to the life of your dog because I've heard from literally hundreds of dog owners already with stories of the great successes they're having. But if at any time within the first 60 days you are not satisfied for any reason or even no reason at all, let me know and I'll refund 100% of your money ASAP, no questions asked. If you're ready to order, just click the button you see under the video which says Add to Cart now. My closing thoughts. We love and care for our dogs as if they were human. When they are joyous, we smile. When they are sick, we worry. And when they die, we are distraught and heartbroken. The fact they were pets and not humans does nothing to ease the heart-shattering pain we feel when they leave us. I truly hope your dog has an extra long, healthy and happy life by your side and dies peacefully from very old age. But please be aware, if you feed a commercial diet, it's very unlikely that's how your dog's life will go. Because statistically speaking, there is an extraordinarily high probability your dog will die miserably from a disease just like mine did. You are the one responsible for giving the best care you know how. Ask yourself, would you feed yourself from a can or bag every meal of every day? And just because your dog is still smiling and isn't complaining, it doesn't mean you're doing the right thing. Your dog trusts you 100%. Are you honoring that trust? Would your dog do it for you? I know mine would, and that's why I practice what I preach. What are you going to do? You have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you think your dog deserves it, don't hesitate. Just go ahead and order now.